Hey y'all, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Rhonda Morrison. Right now, I'm getting ready to make for you a courtbouillon. I'm going to make it with tilapia, Cajun seasoned tilapia that I have right here, 2 pounds, lots of onions, bell pepper, tomatoes, and in here I have a couple of tablespoons of olive oil that I have heating ready to sear up this fish. So let me get that started. Let me get olive oil on it first. I took my Cajun seasoning and I rubbed it all over my fish so it's already pre-seasoned. And then what I'm going to do is, in batches, I'm going to just sear it up on both sides. So let me get all this fish seared up and then I'll show you the next step. Hey y'all, and welcome back to the dining in portion of Healthy Mondays on shapeupsugarland.org. I'm Rhonda Morrison and I want to welcome y'all back to my kitchen. Right now I'm making for y'all a courtbouillon. It's a fish dish from Louisiana. It's a nice light way to start off your week, especially trailing on this Easter holiday. I know a lot of us have had Easter feasts with all kinds of ham and lamb and rib roast and all that good fabulous stuff, but it's a good light meal for you to start out and feel confident about your week ahead. So I'm going to keep searing up these seasoned tilapia. I'm using tilapia. It's not quite as high fat as catfish, which I normally use, but today we're going to do the tilapia. And I lightly seasoned it and rubbed it in with some Tony Chachere's Light. I like the low sodium Cajun seasonings. It's better for you and you really get more flavor out of them. So I'm going to continue to sear up these fish, just one batch at a time. Ooh, they're beautiful. And when we get back, I'll show you the next steps. Come on over here and look at this fish. All right, y'all, welcome back. I went ahead and I put my onions and my bell pepper in. As soon as this fish was seared, I removed it. I turned my heat down to medium, and I put my onions, one onion sliced up, and as you can see, I sliced it into strips, one bell pepper sliced up, and the whites of one bunch of green onions. And I didn't add any more oil. I put those in the pot. I put a lid on it for a couple of minutes. And then when I came back, everything that seared off and stuck to the bottom of the pan, the juice from the onions lifted off. So that's going to cook in our gravy here in a minute. But first, I got to put the onions and the peppers aside. Just like that. Get all of them out. Then I put my fish back in. And make sure you get all the juice from that fish. Try to lay it out as evenly as possible so you get even coverage. You want all your fish to cook evenly, and it doesn't matter if it breaks apart. This is not necessarily served in whole fillets. Whenever you serve it, you're just going to take a scoop out and get your corner of it and put it over your spinach or your rice. But we're doing it with spinach today. And then I'm going to put these onions and these bell peppers right back on top. And all that bits that came off the bottom, y'all, woo, starting to smell like home. They're going to cook up in the sauce. Now I'm going to put 2 cans of Rotel in here. If you're not a big spice person, they do have a mild Rotel. And you can use a mild Rotel. There we are. And I'm going to just smush that out. Make it pretty even there. You know what else I like? I like sage. And this is just some ground sage. Season up your food. Don't be afraid of herbs. That doesn't hurt you. It only makes your food more enjoyable. I like to sprinkle a little sage. It's in a lot of Cajun cooking, and to me it's a very comforting flavor. My stepmother doesn't like it, so whenever she comes over, I don't put it in there. But today, we're putting it in there. Alright, let me set this aside real quick and get started on our spinach. Right over here, I have another couple of tablespoons of oil heating up. I want to put some garlic in there. So I'm going to start off with onion. And the reason why I'm starting off with onion is because onion, let me start that again. And the reason I'm starting off with onion is because onion produces liquid. And whenever it produces liquid, it'll help that olive oil release the garlic that I'm about to put in there. Because you know the oil and the garlic, whenever it heats up, it wants to stick. We don't want it to stick. So I'm going to stir that up, get my garlic, and I've already mashed these a little, you know, gave them a good whack so that the skin would come off easier, and I've peeled my garlic already. So I can just do these 6 cloves in here. And the reason why I'm using 6, and these are sizable cloves, is because I'm going to do 2 pounds of frozen spinach. I'm doing 2 pounds of fish, so I might as well do 2 pounds of spinach. Trust me, in this house, it's going to be gone. And you're going to learn before long, spinach is one of my favorite vegetables. I think it goes in every genre of cooking. So, I absolutely use a lot of spinach. And I learned a long time ago that this particular dish is fabulous over spinach. I've been doing it this way for years, especially whenever I want to cut back on my carbohydrates. Oh yeah, it's about perfect. So I'm going to stir that together, and it's about time already. Look in here. The onion has already started to wilt, and the garlic's already started to toast up. So before it burns, I want to get this frozen spinach in there. There we go. And since we saved on salt, I'm going to add just a little bit of salt to this. I'm going to come in just about, half a teaspoon. Maybe a quarter to a half. Just to make the flavor pop. Now this is going to make a garlicky, oniony, it already smells phenomenal, spinach, right? So I'm just going to keep stirring this up and let it cook down. If you just wanted to serve this as a side by itself, you could fix your spinach, you could top it with Parmesan cheese, or take a hard-boiled egg and crumble that on top. Delicious. With some black pepper, child, fabulous. Come back and let me show you how I plate this up. Both of these are going to go about another 8 minutes. This one you just want to thaw, this one you just want to cook through, and then I just want to eat it. Hey y'all, and welcome back. My spinach is done. I've got a lovely little green salad here. I'm just going to pour this right into the bottom of this plate. Spread that out. Look at that. You see the chunks of garlic and the onion, and it's not too juicy. It's going to be perfect. Get that on down in there. That's a perfect relief from a big old feast the day before. So let me come over here and grab my Courtbouillon. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And we're just going to put that right on top of our spinach. Careful not to bust it up too much. Right on top there, so everybody can get them some. Right there. And then right on top of that, we have the rest of our green onions. And we just sprinkle the green onion bottoms on top. Isn't that gorgeous? If you want to sprinkle some parsley, you can sprinkle some parsley. That's fine too. And let me grab me a plate and we can get us a fabulous bite of this. This is a lovely light dinner. Let me stick my spoon on in there so people can go ahead and get ready. Get you a little bowl or a plate. Fill it up. It's good for you. It's delicious. It's light. You're going to feel fabulous about yourself come Tuesday morning. Thank you so much for joining me, and keep on shaping up, Sugarland. So I'm going to grab me some of this right here. Give me some of that fish and that spinach. And just ladle it all in that bowl. Doesn't that look fabulous? That is so good. You gotta try it. Flavor. Perfect.